Welcome, welcome! It's Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy bringing you another Star Citizen video. And today I thought I would bring you the tour of the Javelin, the UEE War Hammer, that is docked at Port Tressler in this particular video. You could also find it at the other places above the major landing zones, so Everest Harbor above Lorville, Hurston, and then you could also find it at Bikini Point above ArcCorp or Area 18. So those are the places you'll be able to find this Javelin, that you'll be able to walk around a little bit on the inside. Now they don't have all the parts opened for you to check out. As you can see, you need to go to this security dock, and then you'll be able to walk across this docking collar and into the ship. Now you'll be able to see all the Invictus Launch Week posters and banners and whatnot. You can see how big this Javelin is just by looking out the window here, out at it in space, docked to the space station. This thing is massive. I think it's getting closer and closer to 400 meters long. Major ship. It's the biggest player ownable capital ship in the game. It's only listed as a destroyer. If you know, like most Navy ships and stuff, destroyers are kind of the small boats compared to cruisers, battleships, carriers, those kinds of things. So this is definitely not the biggest ship in the game, just the biggest that players can own. So you're going to go here through the airlock of the Javelin and right into almost right into this main area here, and this Navy officer here is going to give a little speech to you. You can listen to it or just walk about. There are several different places to go here. You can easily get lost a little bit, but it won't be hard to find your way back because they just have so many things that you can't go see. Definitely check out these little displays here. They give you a little information about the ship and about parts of the ship and Invictus Week, so it's a good little read. As you can see here, this is the first place that one of these Marines has blocked off. It won't let you go through here. I don't know if that's just because they're trying to role play the security part of the ships, or they just didn't want to render out all of that in game. Supposedly it's there, so I don't know why we can't go see it, other than maybe it's flyable and they don't want us to be able to fly this ship just yet. So you're going to go across here on deck B, which is the mid deck, and we're going to check out the sleeping quarters, which is absolutely monstrous. So many people can actually sleep in this thing. If you have an org, you know, and you have a Javelin, you could use this as your flagship easily, because there's plenty of bunks to sleep in. You could sleep a lot of people in here. I don't even know how many. I wasn't going to count the bunks. Maybe somebody else can go through and count them and let me know in the comments down below what you come up with. But that wasn't something that I was planning on doing, as this civilian is in the way here. So yeah, you can see it's got a lot of bunks, and they're all one on top of the other bunks. So it can definitely seat a lot of people. So then we go into the mess hall here. It is pretty large itself. This could definitely seat a lot of people as well. So a lot of people can get their food and start eating in here. They can also host all sorts of events in the mess hall. Again, this is back to the beginning here. You can see the guy is giving his little speech. It tells you how long before the Bengal carrier flyby. So if you're looking to find out when's that Bengal carrier going to come, it'll actually give you the time that it's supposed to arrive. It also tells you how long you have to finish up your Javelin tour, because if you don't finish it up by the time it leaves, they will throw your butt in jail. So make sure you get off of the Javelin before it leaves dock. You don't want to end up in Klesher for that. Now you can get in one of the turrets here. It makes little noises as if you're firing it, I guess. Like maybe that's probably the rotary gun, you know, the minigun that's going off. But you can see it's got the smaller guns and the bigger guns that move at your disposal here, but you can't shoot them. It just makes the whirling noise that the Gatling gun makes. But the size 7s that those things are huge. If you know, the size 7s are capable of punching through capital ship shields. They can bring the shields down relatively quickly, we think. We don't know yet because we haven't gotten our hands on our very own size 7s yet. I think the first chance we will get to do that is when the Ares heavy fighters come out from Crusader in the next couple of patches. They will have the size 7 ballistic Gatling gun and the size 7 laser cannon, and that'll give us a good estimate on how quickly you can bring shields down of some of those bigger capital ships and some of the smaller ones. I'm kind of looking forward to one-shotting a few small fighters with those things. I think it'll be a lot of fun. So let's make our way down below decks here. Again, it looks like a Marine has this spot blocked off. I don't know exactly what's down there. Could be torpedo rooms or who knows. Engineering, that sort of thing. They don't want you just going all over the ship and running amok and destroying parts of it. The thing's already in dry dock, so to speak, because of the battle with the outlaw group from Pyro, Xenothreat. Here you can see more bunks, so there is even a greater amount of bunks that you can house all your people in. It's crazy how many bunks this ship has. It is a very large ship. I don't know how many jobs that you can actually give to all these people. I think there's a lot less jobs available than there are bunks. They probably could have made all these singles and made something else in the space in that stead. Maybe even, left them at doubles in certain sections and then made it modular in others, so you can pull all those bunks out and put something else there instead. So let's move to the back here, where it looks like you have a game room. Looks like maybe some air hockey. No, you can't play. I tried. That would be pretty cool. It's not like the Mercury Star Runner where you can play chess. These cups can't be interacted with either, but you have a nice little window there. You've got your vending machines off to the left there. Let's go ahead and head up to the upper deck, and you can kind of take a look around what they have going on, I think it was A deck. So you can see the bridge and armory is to the left, though you really can't get to the bridge or the armory. They don't let you go to either one. It's kind of a shame. It'd be cool to actually see the bridge on this thing. So then you could actually go to the briefing room. They will let you in there, and they do have an officer in there that's kind of going over some of the reasons or how it's used, how the briefing room is used. It also talks a little bit about the War Hammer itself. So again, some really good lore information in this tour that you can pick up. So don't just walk through and not read and not listen to what they have to say. You have plenty of time on this ship to actually get the full tour. You don't have to rush through it. Kind of like what I'm doing right now, just to kind of show you a little bit of everything. So make sure you actually stop and listen to what they have to say, read all the little cards or the displays, and check those out. You can sit in the briefing room here in one of these chairs. There's a lot of stuff going on the holo table here, so definitely check that out as well. Really interesting stuff. I really enjoyed how they did this Javelin tour. Hopefully they'll be able to do this with some other ships and stations in the future. Maybe even for new players coming into the game, like at a Port Ollie or someplace like that, they can kind of give you a tour, walk you around, tell you a little bit about where you do what you do, like calling up ships, getting armor, weapons, all the different shops, the vending machines, etc. I think that would be a really great idea for CIG to implement. Let me know in the comments down below if you agree with that or you disagree. Again, I think it would be really cool. Here they're talking a little bit about the weaponry that is on each one of these turrets. And looking from the outside, those guns are just really massive. They're not Idris level where they have the spinal mounted mass driver, but they are, or railgun, but they are really big anyways, and they will do some major damage to other big ships. So I can't wait to see how our org operates javelins. It could be pretty nasty seeing 3 or 4 of these in the same space, unless you're going up against a bingo carrier or a king ship or something like that. Then you're probably going to want even more of them, because you're going to need it. Those ships are just bonkers big compared to this even. You know, a 400-meter ship looks small in comparison to, you know, a kilometer-long ship. It just does. So let's make our way back towards the... What is this guy doing? Okay. He's moonwalking on the side of the ship. Alright, we'll make our way further into the corridors here. As you can see, we will end up back in a familiar area. This looks like it's some sort of door, but you can't get through there. You kind of run into a lot of that on this ship. And here towards the back, it looks like there's some maintenance area where maybe it's some sort of component storage or something along those lines. They won't let you vault over the railing, which is kind of a shame. Alright, let's go back towards the bridge armory real quick and head to the left. Wait, no, the other left. As you can see, you can't go that way. It is blocked by a Marine. And it's kind of funny when you get close to the Marines, they will actually point you in the opposite direction. So they're kind of telling you which way you need to go. You can't go this way any longer. So let's go back down towards the mess hall and the game room here. Now, something I didn't show you is all the arcade games they have over here on the side. Hopefully you'll be able to play these in game when the time comes. I think that would be really cool that you could play those as like a little mini game or something. It could be a lot of fun. And then you have another Marine here guarding this area. It's telling you to go back up. I'm going to disobey orders and go down because it let me. There's another Marine here in front of the starboard side. I don't know what's there. I don't know what's on this other side of these doors. Obviously, it's engineering or something that's pretty vital. Otherwise, they wouldn't have the Marines blocking it. And some of these spaces can get quite dark. This looks like some sort of storage area. Really hard to tell. They don't have this marked as clearly as they do some of the other places on the ship. And then we'll go down one more deck here. Again, you have another Marine. It's quite dark in here, so I'm kind of curious why these Marines are standing in the dark. Hopefully they have some sort of thermals or, you know, night vision or something, because I'm going to have to put my helmet on so I can turn my flashlight on, because you can't see anything down here. It's really dark. Pretty sure there's somebody standing there. I'm trying to get my light to turn on. There is a little bit of lag at certain times because there's a lot of stuff that's being rendered in during Invictus Week. I really hope that they turn the servers down to like 30 or 40 people at a time so that they don't struggle as much with the rendering and there's less frame rate drops. You could see in the Bingle video that I did a couple of days ago that there was a massive amount of frame rate issues. That ship is just so big that, you know, it by itself on the server would probably give it problems. I imagine there's some sort of inside cooling that ship has where there's no interior to it at all, because if there was, it would be even more of a strain on the server itself. More reason for them to get server meshing in. If you guys didn't see the roadmap roundup from this last week, it will be kind of disappointing for a lot of people because they did move a lot of stuff to future patches. I think half of 3.14 was bumped to another patch, so that's very disappointing, but that's just kind of the way it goes sometimes. So we've gotten most of the Javelin tour that you can see here, but we'll go through a little bit quicker and you can see some of the last bits of this ship. Again, we're back in the mess hall, and you can just see the size of this thing. How many people can actually operate on this ship. It's amazing. So what do you guys think of the Javelin? What do you think of the Javelin tour? Have you had a chance to take it yet? Did you get anything out of it? Was it fun? Did you like the information they gave? Do you wish they would do this for other ships and stations? Please let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you hit that like button and that subscribe button. It really helps the channel out. Also, you can check out the Patreon and YouTube members to contribute to this channel a little more in the description of the video. Thank you again for tuning in. I'm Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy, and I'll see you out in the verse.